What is up, good people? What is up? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody is doing well, making moves, making things happen, aligning, realigning, manifesting, all that kind of stuff, right? So we'll jump into it. So, why is this? Why is this type of marriage talk, long-term relationship talk, difficult? Why is everyone so interested? Why is it everyone so interested? Well, it's quite obvious. People just want to partner up. People want life partners. A lot of people are partnering up. So I'm making or want to partner up. But I made this video, or I'm making this video. This came across my thoughts because I see people commenting about not only on my platform but numerous platforms about marriage being dead, and why are we talking about this, and just go about your own way, and this type of negative type of language. But even the people who are saying that type of thing, I think that they still want it. They still want a relationship, and I think that they're showing a certain level of frustration, right? I don't go on, for example, sometimes some things come across my timeline. Like sometimes I watch a video about insects or something like that. Because quite honestly, a lot of them are very fascinating. So I watch a video like that. It doesn't cross my mind to say, why are you guys making these videos, and insects are ill and disgusting. I don't have to watch it. I mean, and that same holds true. There's my Instagram, right? They're constantly, even on my Facebook, right? Constantly like sending me stuff about the NFL, and there's who's the greatest of all time. And as soon as I get the chance, right, I click off of that, or I hit the not interested key, because I'm not into sports like that anymore. I was when I was a kid, but I don't care who the great. These people ain't giving me nothing. There's people making millions of dollars to dribble basketballs and catch and run up and down the grass. Meanwhile, you and I are struggling to pay our bills. I'm just very, very mindful of that kind of thing. So you don't have to watch it, but the question is, why are you watching it? Why are you watching it and or commenting? And when somebody comes at me like negatively like this, why are you saying this and that? Well, why don't you watch the video? You saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. What would make you click on it if you're not interested? It's dead, it's dumb, it's dating, just move on. And listen, I get some of it to a certain extent, but I'm just saying that there is still in the back of one's mind a desire for that. I'm completely convinced of that there's still the desire for relationships. You still have it. You still want it. You may have sworn off certain sectors of the population, right? There's the whole divestiture movement. Black women who don't want to deal with anything with black men. There's a whole passport bro movement who, many men, particularly mostly black men, but white men as well, who are saying we're done with Western women. But that, so they're going overseas. All these different types of movements and all that, men going their own way, and all this type of stuff, right? Save yourself, black man. It's all some type of angst, anger, frustration with the way that the current dating market is. So I want to also mention why it's that way, or why I think that it's that way. Why are these life dating coaches and dating apps, why is still the rage and the buzz, right? I see people, click on that's become a popular video for me, right? I'm still, trying to grow this channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. But I still see a lot of, people are hitting up that dating app video pretty consistently. And, still a lot of people are like, man, what's up with this? It's dating is dead, and why we're doing this, and stay off of it, or they're thirsty people, you can't get, got no game, all kind of foolishness. So, it's still pretty much a hot topic. It's still pretty much a hot topic. So what I wanted to also discuss is just the ability to take accountability, the ability to take accountability for what's going on, And I think that there's two things we need to look at when it comes to accountability. First is our own accountability when it's us, right? So I did a video about being single and sex and situationships. And this whole single by choice thing, right? And so people are just kind of mad. They're like, man, I'm in this situation. I really want somebody to be faithful, loyal to, and somebody who's going to hear me out, be a friend, be a confidant, somebody I can come home to every day. And and they don't have the ability to take inward look at themselves. Are you single by choice because you can't take accountability for your own actions? There's a thumbnail I'm going to put up, and I watched this video last night as I recorded this from someone I enjoy, BGS Ibmore, who did a reaction to this video. So I'm going to put the original video, not the reaction. I highly suggest people go out there and watch it. This woman had to take a serious, hard look at how she sabotaged her relationship. She said that she had a good man who cooked, who did all the cooking in the house. She said she's 45 years old right now and still doesn't do any cooking. She doesn't know how to cook. So the man that she had cooked, she helped clean. He stood by, watched her. I believe she got 2 master's degrees, got a corner office in whatever, I think some government job, become a big time executive, and started to belittle him, started to disrespect him, started to just not take him seriously, talk to him all kind of crazy, talk to him sideways, right? And they were both immigrants, and she took advantage of the system, and then she sent for him to come to live in America, and she would hold it over his head. Listen, I invited something. I think that's the term. I invited you, which means you're here in America because of what I did for you, right? Let me pause here, put a comment here, parentheses, whatever. Listen, this is why. This is a classic reason. Go watch the video. Classic reason why men don't want a woman who's quote unquote better than them, and why women even sometimes will say, I don't want a man who's better than me, because inherently there comes a certain level of disrespect. And this woman exemplifies this. It's not going to be all women. It's not going to be every single woman who makes more. Not going to be every single man who makes less is in this situation. But this is something men are coming to realize. The tables are turning. The tables are turning. And if ladies, you got to be able to deal with a man who's if you're making this boss chick money and have power and authority within your career, and you want to come home and exert that same type of power and authority in your home, and you think that your man is lesser than you, it's going to be an issue. And this is why I push for men to become the best version of themselves, and for men to really, be very cautious about, the type of woman that they're marrying, because you don't want this to be you. You don't want this to be you in a situation like this. It's one situation, but I think there's enough. We'll call it anecdotal evidence, even though I have read articles about peer-reviewed journals and articles about when women make more than their spouses, and the evidence for this is all over the place. I try to call it down the middle, call it like I see it. The evidence for this is all over the place. In some situations, when the women make more than they did, yes, the disrespect stops. And in many cases, when women make more and decide to get married, did they also file for divorce in those cases more? So this is a tricky situation. So there's not only anecdotal evidence, but also some peer-reviewed evidence. The sex stops, right? The complaining about household chores increases, things along those lines. So things to think about when you talk about you don't mind your man being more than you, or if you're a man and you don't mind your woman being more than you, or whatever. So you really got to work that out and have this thing in your back of your mind. But for me, Big Al ain't taking a chance. So it is what it is. So in parentheses and all that. So you got to take accountability for your attitude, how you treat your man, what you think about relationships, how you talk to your man. I've made it very clear that I tolerate no disrespect. I tolerate no disrespect. You're not going to swear at me. You're not going to call me out my name. It's over. You're not going to talk to me crazy. You're just not going to do that. You're just not going to do that to me, right? I'm not an argumentative type of person. I'm not going to be going back and forth with you. It's just, okay, listen, this is over. You wear out, I'll drop you off, and it's over. It's over. So you got to watch. So ladies, you got to watch how you talk to your man. And men, don't tolerate any level of disrespect. It's not that is not that is not a means to say that it's okay for men to disrespect and or talk crazy and or put their hands on a woman, right? Everybody should keep their hands on themselves and keep their tongues to themselves, right? So yeah, so you gotta watch all that, man. So you gotta watch all that. So, but I think this in particular, belittling type of language, like the woman did in the video, that belittling type of stuff, lording stuff over me. You're here because of me. No, I tolerate no abuse. That's another reason why men got to make their own way and become the best version of themselves. So nobody can ever say anything about them. So nobody can ever say I hold this over you, right? You have this because of me. No. That's an intolerable situation for me. And the second part, that's accountability. How you talk to your man, how you treat your man, how you this whole single by choice thing, right? And the same thing goes for men, right? How do you talk to your woman and all that. But so treat everyone with dignity, respect, and all that. And the second part about accountability is I think that we have to take. It's difficult to take a look at the situation wherein we live in America, and there is no easy fix for that. The previous example I gave you about accountability is you can fix that, right? You can work on making sure that you fix how you talk to your man. You can work on how you treat your man. Your level of respect. In this question of what do men want, love, respect, whatever. We want respect. That's the most important thing. That is the most important thing for a man, is make sure that you respect me. Because once you respect me, you'll talk to me in all kind of way. You'll belittle me. You'll sun me. You'll try to embarrass me in front of my friends, my coworkers, right? In front of your friends, right? Social media, right? Because the respect is gone. So above all things, you must maintain a level of respect. So continuing on with that is the idea that we have to take a good look at the culture that we live in. We have to take a good look at the culture that we live in, and we have to take accountability for that. I talked about the ability to fix it. I don't know how we fix this culture. I don't know how we fix it. In one part, it's good that ladies have been liberated. On the other part, as I've said, it's created a lot of monsters. It's created a lot of monsters. And this lady exemplifies that. Just monstrous behavior. When the ladies enter the workforce, it diminished a certain level of respect. I'm not advocating for them to leave. I'm not advocating for a full return to the 1940s and 50s. I'm not saying that. But this level of respect has to be looked at, and this accountability, this easy divorce culture that we live in, easily divorced culture that we live in, where it's just so palatable, just so easy, just so, things aren't working right. Let me just file for this no-fault divorce. Let me just get rid of this and move on to somebody else. Because we don't need each other. As I've said before, right? The government's your protector, provider, right? We don't need each other, right? Men have their funny movies, right? Video games, funny movies. Oh Lord. Video games, funny movies, and all that. We just don't need each other to that level anymore. And that's a hard nut to crack. So And I'm talking about where you can't live without each other. Yes, we want each other. That's what the video is about. Yes, we want each other, but it's difficult, right? And it's difficult for us to really kind of admit, where we have gone wrong as a society. Was it birth control? Was it no-fault divorce? Was it more ladies entering in the workforce, and then as they skyrocketed up and got all these, elevated positions, right? Positions that formerly men had, and when men had the positions, they were married. But now it's just so easy. I don't need you. I just run around, right? So, I think for the first time, I read an article, first time worldwide, where, we're not worldwide, we're not replacing the amount of people being born. Obviously some countries are doing better, right? But particularly for first world countries, so-called Western first world countries, it's a big thing. It's a big thing. So, this accountability, but people are making videos, people are making podcasts, people are chiming in on different things. Even people who say I'm out the dating game, right? You post in mine, I'm assuming you're posting in others that you're out the dating game. I guarantee you somebody who's going to watch this is going to say, I'm out the dating game. But you clicked on the video. That tells me that you really want to be in it and you really want something, I don't click on videos that I don't like. I don't listen to podcasts I don't like. So I'm just saying, we got to have, number one, I think we got to have some type of accountability and saying, and some part of it is just going to be a reflection of saying, listen, yeah, I really do want a mate. I really do want somebody. I really do want to partner with someone. And that's okay. Honesty is okay. You can't make anything happen until you recognize that there is a problem. You can't make anything happen until you recognize that there is a problem. So what is that problem? If we could solve that, come to a consensus about what that problem is, I think that we could go and grow a long way. But that's going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take real accountability, real self-analysis, real cultural analysis. This guy is absolutely bugging me. Slow down, because this guy in front of me is just driving me crazy. So, we gotta do better. We gotta do better with all that. So, cultural analysis, self-analysis as to what's going on. Yeah, people want to be partnered. They miss holding hands, being booed up, going on dates, chilling out, hanging out, somebody to call, somebody to talk to. They miss it. Some people are really happy about themselves. They enjoy their peace. I get that. I get it. But just be honest. Just be honest. You miss having someone. Just be honest. You miss having someone. And, if you can be honest about that, and then maybe make the proper steps to become that someone. To become that one, to become that someone. Make the proper steps to become that someone. If you can look at yourself and say, yeah, I was mean, but I'm hiding behind this whole single by choice thing. I'm hiding behind it. I really miss somebody, but I treated my ex so wrong, and I really wanted to be in charge. I really wanted to be this boss chick. I was really belittling. I really didn't respect him, his privacy, his manhood. If you can really say that about yourself, and I post her, the woman in the thumbnail there, because she took accountability. It took her a long time to come to that, because her husband got remarried, and she begged him to come back. After he divorced her, she said, enough of this craziness, even though whatever's whatever. She divorced him, but he divorced her. It wasn't long before he was married. Wasn't long before he was married. And in the meantime, she begged him to come back. She recognized you can't belittle your man. She lost respect. She recognized, but she recognized it too late. Some of you all, some of us, you all, us, whatever, that's their issue. Like recognizing things too late. And now here she is, 45. She got a great job, and she said it out of her own mouth. You watch the video. She's miserable. She's lonely, single, and he's married, remarried. So I just want to drop that for a minute, and I just want to drop that for a minute. So let me know your thoughts, your opinions. Hit me in the comment section. Are you willing to do the accountability, take accountability for your own actions? Are you willing to take accountability and take a look at the culture and see what we can do to change this culture of, I can just get off this ride and get on another ride. I can just file for divorce. I can just move on and meet somebody else. And this person isn't meeting my needs and all kind of foolishness. So let me know your thoughts, your opinions. Much love and peace.